Goldman Sachs trading crypto options over the counter. They included a provision in the contract which I think makes the market huge. Coming up here in the Jog. Hi folks, Alex Klingelhoeffer here with Exencial Wealth Advisors. It is 8:21 here in the middle part of the country on Monday. It is March 21st, 2022. Here's your morning jog around the economic headlines of the world. Off the top, I talked about Goldman Sachs and the Bitcoin market. We will get to that in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about the tragedy in China. A 737-800 plane owned by China Eastern Airlines crashed overnight in China. China Eastern grounding all Boeing planes. Boeing stock down 6 or 7% this morning in the pre-market. 787-800s are among the safest planes in the sky. And for this one to go from 29,000 feet to crashing in 3 minutes is alarming, to say the least. Generally, when we think of planes falling out of the sky, it's something from a movie. It's not something that happens in real life. They're just designed too well. Going forward, of course, there'll be an investigation. We'll learn a lot more about what happened once the black box, which is actually orange, is recovered. But a tragedy nonetheless, and for Boeing shareholders, it's just part of the risk. Sometimes you have these accidents and they are completely out of Boeing's control. Of course, we had the 737 MAX a couple of years ago. Of course, 737-800 is a wonderful, safe plane. It will probably be something, unfortunately, like sabotage or human error. They do not just fall out of the sky like that on a recurring basis. Safe plane, Boeing, really a tragedy in China. I will be following along, of course. You know, I love aviation. Goldman Sachs want to talk about their over-the-counter Bitcoin option. They've completed it with Guangxi Digital Holdings, which is a crypto services firm. One of the things that I think is interesting about this story, of course, they're executing an option, is that it is a non-deliverable option. What does that mean and why does that matter? Non-deliverability means no matter what happens with the price of Bitcoin, let's say you buy a call on the price of Bitcoin at 40,000, it goes up to 50,000 notional, you get $10,000 per Bitcoin that you have a contract on. It is settled in cash. Non-deliverable means you have to settle the trade in cash. It cannot be settled in Bitcoin. Why is that important? It is important because Bitcoin is structurally limited through its code to 21 million total Bitcoins, meaning if you had lots of derivatives trading around the price of that asset, and that asset is technologically limited, you're going to see derivatives drive the price of the underlying asset as folks deliver on those options in Bitcoin. If you can deliver only in cash on these contracts, that means the size of the market is functionally unlimited and not constrained to the supply of Bitcoin. It allows folks to speculate on Bitcoin without actually going in and physically interfering with the price directly. Again, I think Goldman did it because you're going to see some big size entering these trades. And quite frankly, there's just a physically limited or technologically limited supply of Bitcoin, 21 million coins total when mining stops. I think that is a really smart idea by Goldman to have those contracts be set up as non-deliverable options. Last but not least, before we get you off to a nice Monday, Warren Buffett buying Alleghany. Alleghany is a smaller insurance company, of course, based out of Pennsylvania. About 85-year-old firm. Of course, Buffett said a few weeks ago there are no deals to be had. Whoops, there was this one that he could make $11.6 billion. It's a premium of 25% to the Friday closing price. Looks like they're going to keep Alleghany as an independently owned subsidiary, meaning they'll pretty much do what they're doing, and it'll just be a roll-up into the conglomerate's cash flows. Sort of a classic Buffett. Let me pick a good management team, buy the company at a good price, hold it for a long-term, wash, rinse, repeat transaction. If you want some additional information throughout the week, feel free to find me on the internet. I am out there. Until then, I hope you and your family have a really good rest of your Monday. I am